been through this a couple times. Mr. Buck came to y'all back in January or February, I believe it was, to request his initial rezoning, and, excuse me, it was June, and it was denied. He came to me when I started here, and he said that in his opinion, there was some crucial information that was left out of the packet. Some very important maps that probably would have changed his opinion. So this is the very same thing you saw back in June, just a couple more maps with a little more relevancy.
The different maps that we saw in June.
And I think that those right there give a little bit more of a better depiction of what the future plan is out there on Wilkes Road. As I'm sure you're familiar out there, it is mostly home sites, scattered home sites, mostly agricultural land. This is a parcel that is just short of 10 acres. If you look at that last lot on the bottom, it's 1.72, so it's just short of the 10 acres. But for future use, I think it would be very appropriate to rezone it R1. And if you have any questions, feel free.
Was there a signature letter from people from the neighborhood?
I have not seen a signature letter from anybody.
There was one here tonight.
I think he turned it in tonight.
Okay.
That originally got voted on.
That was everybody.
We still have it.
Was that ever certified?
Nope.
I was out on Rook Landing today, and I talked to the lady just adjacent to where the rezoning, and she said she had never signed anything, and she was totally opposed. And I think the two people that lived next door to her were family members. She told me she was going to try to be here tonight.
If you're looking at the property from the road, if you're sitting in the middle of the road looking right at it.
If you're going out to 113, it would be to the left before you get to the rezoning.
Look, a little red house.
Well, there's two houses and then like a single wide girl.
I have not been given any type of signed document from anybody in the neighborhood since I have been here. I've only had one phone call I put out the rezoning signs 2 weeks ago, and I only had one phone call from a citizen. I sent out all the letters to all the surrounding property owners. I only had one question from a Miss Butler, and she was just curious about the process of rezoning and if it would change the property value. I have not received any other comments from anybody else.
I mean, a lot of times there are house lots already done in R1, but all of them done in R1.
Out of that general area, yes, it's a great deal of them are zoned R1. For this future use, if it was to be a subdivision, a major or minor subdivision, it's going to be rezoned anyway. The rezoning signs have been out there for about 2 weeks, and our contact information is on it. I have only had one comment so far.
What do you mean with the comment it's going to be rezoned anyway?
By law, you have to notify each individual property owner with a letter letting them know that property either next to or in their general vicinity. I do at least like a 2-mile circle, to be fair. Letting them know that this is up for rezoning. If you are interested in commenting, this will be the time, date, and place. And I also take those very large red and white rezoning signs and I put them out there on the property for a visual so that people can see it. And I only had one comment, and that was from a Miss Yvonne Butler who lives out there. And I didn't have anybody else call me to ask questions or tell me that they were opposed or against or in favor of it.
The lady told me she didn't even know what the signs were out there for.
It does say on it rezoning Gates County for info call, and it's got our number out there. And they were placed right before you get to the ditch in the right of way, so that cars driving by could obviously see them.
That's all.
But these lots are already approved, the lots themselves are approved already, right? Is that right?
The preliminary plat has been approved by the commissioners.
By the commission. Basically, we're just talking about rezoning it.
Which commission is on?
Whatever it is.
The preliminary plat was approved in, January 2008 by the county commissioners.
So each of these lots are deeded, already have a deed?
No, the preliminary plat.
Don't have a deed.
And then 2 days before the planning board was supposed to meet and sign off on the preliminary plat, Mr. Cahoon said they won't want to do so. And may I add that these lots have been sent to the planning board 3 different times, and each time they sent it back to the with their opinion to rezone it R1.
Yes, I
3
think,
different times.
Well, some of the things that I had read previously and what the planning board had on here, doesn't look like they've been doing.
But they
The power line is still running across the lot. The buildings that are supposed to be demolished are still standing.
They did not put in that demolition building.
It was something in there, and you had to post a $5,000 surety bond, irrevocable letter of credit per home before abandoned houses may be removed. The debris from the raising home cannot be buried on site. It must be transported to a demolition landfill or taken to the Berkeley County landfill for proper disposal.
That is, when I go in and get the permit to raise it, that's what I'll have to do. But it stands on a lot one of these lots by itself.
in regards to the comment from the planning board, in the minutes that I included, the planning board did recommend that the property be rezoned to the commissioners, and also the technical review committee said that they approve it as presented, as long as it's rezoned. So both committees recommended it be rezoned. And as far as there being another structure already in place, that would be a zoning question, that later on if the lot was sold off and there's already an existing structure, a barn or an old home there, I would see to it that it be demolished before another structure is placed there, because of the one use per lot rule.
Well, it's drawn off, but it doesn't have anything to do with the lots, but there's also a cemetery behind there.
Yeah, and that's
old house
been,
too.
and the cemetery has been deeded off. It is a section in the back, and that belongs to Suffolk Timber on that property, correct? But the existing, if there be an existing home, existing barn there later on, if it was sold off, it would be my responsibility to make sure that it was demolished before anything else can go.
The cemetery is not on either one of these lots.
It's actually towards the back